So welcome once again everyone. All right, तो जैसे अभी मैंने बताया आज हमारा 9वां दिन है और ये सफर स्पिरिचुअल फेस्टिवल का जारी है and it will go on to 21st. All right, so before I proceed, so सबसे पहले हम जाएंगे डॉक्टर नुपुर के पास जो हमें बताएंगी आज का टैरेट रीडिंग क्या है. So over to you नुपुर जी for your tarot card presentation. Are you there Nupur ji?
Yes, she's there.
All right. Nupaji, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I am here. Sorry about it. My network was suddenly went off the light.
Not an issue. Not an issue.
Out. So now I am zoomed in. Thank you for inviting me, Sandeep ji. And thank you everyone for being here to have and learn the wonders of light. So today I have one more wonder. These cards are created with the help of light. And today I am going to take out one card for this session. Let's see what light is guiding us, what it has in store for us, what message it has. So this is the card, and this is the card which says, Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So from the universe and from the sky, from the space, light comes, and light comes directly to us, and it illuminates us, around us, and our path also. So today's experts, today's trainers, today's guides are definitely going to create a beautiful session on how to, ignite light, divine light, which is inside us and around us. So thank you very much. Over to Sandeep.
Thank you, Nupurji. Thanks for the needful. And before we go further, so I would first of all invite our expert of the day before we present further speakers. And today's topic is igniting the light and refraction. All right. So हमारी जो expert हैं वो ममता शारद जी हैं, ममता शाह जी. एंड ममता जी के बारे में मैं कुछ कहना चाहूंगा. और ममता जी is a trained life coach, an energy alchemist. She specializes as a relationship therapist, and she is a trained in Usui Reiki, Karuna Reiki, Lama Fera Theta healing, right? And tarot card reading, and access bars facilitator, and a pranic healing too. So and Bach flower facilitator, and you are registered in the UK. So she and her spouse Purushottam ji both complement each other and run a coaching and therapy organization. And the name of the organization is Transform to Triumph, right? And they live in Gurgaon and work towards reaching out to their native place in Himachal. We were just talking about it, where they empower the young adults and empowering them by teaching them the life skills. So बहुत स्वागत है आपका. You are most welcome here, and you need to observe the sessions, and you are most welcome to ask the questions and facilitate the question and answer session as well. All right.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. It's a
thanks for your presence, ma'am. And now I would go to the first speaker, and who is none other than हमारी जो host करती है हमारा ये program every day, and it is our privilege now to listen to her, right? And without any further ado, I would like to invite Meenu Manocha ji, who is a past life therapist, Bach flower practitioner, and counseling too, and she is an author too. So you are most welcome, Meenu ji. Please take it over from here and ignite the light in us. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Sandeep ji. And it feels very odd being at the other end of it. I'm more comfortable there.
Right.
Okay. So thank you again for this invite. And today the topic is about refraction. we had a scientific approach to light as well. So I got hold of the scientific part of it, the refraction part of it. So I'll try to connect it to spirituality today.
Sure.
So sometimes when we see the world or ourselves in a new light, we get most profound insights. And that is what this aspect of light is giving us. Let me just share my screen. My screen is visible?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So this aspect of light is you can say a new perspective on spirituality. And that is what is igniting the light within us also, this refraction part of it. Okay, as I move on further into it. So children love to play with toys, right? And if you happen to watch a child playing with a toy car, you will of course move it on the floor and it moves very smoothly. And but now if he rolls it on the carpeted part of the floor, the carpeted area, the movement won't be that smooth. So the wheels seem to have a mind of their own. So they'll suddenly slow down or change direction. Smooth movement nahi hoti hai carpet ke upar. Now that is because of the difference in the two surfaces, hard floor and carpet. They have different properties and that affects the movement of the car. In the world of light, something similar happens when light moves from one medium like air into another, like water. So there is a change in speed and direction, and this is what we call refraction. So when you put a straw in a glass or a pencil in a glass, it looks as if it is bent, it is broken from the surface. That's refraction in action. The light changes direction, the speed and direction get changed when it goes from air to water. It makes things look different. So same with if you put a spoon in a glass, it looks as if it is broken, it's bent or broken. So in scientific terms, what is refraction? So it is just simply the dispersion of light. So see how light enters the prism and then gets dispersed in all directions. All colors come out of it. Now for this to happen, for refraction to happen, two components are needed. And one is the turning or bending of light, of any wave, the light wave that is passing through one medium to the other. And the second point is that both mediums should have a different optical density. Then only it will happen. So this way, the light gets diverged, dispersed, the refraction happens. But we can bring the light rays back together again. We can converge the light back to its original form. And that's simply by placing a second prism in front of the first. So we can get the original beam of light as it is, as a mark on some background. So refraction is all about spreading the light. It is light all over. And this principle applies to the stars as well. So stars twinkle because the starlight is refracted as it passes through the atmosphere. So the different density temperatures hote on the way as it comes down to the earth. And that is what causes the movement of the stars, the twinkling. Then another example of refraction is what produces those, this was the star part of it. And this we are familiar with this scene, right? We see the mirages on the desert. We know about this phenomena. And there is a seeming image formed in the distance. Could be maybe of an oasis, a camel, anything. And then there's also the appearance of water. Distance में जो है ना, लगता है कि जैसे पानी चमक रहा है वो. And this happens on highways also on a hot day. We see as if the road ahead is very wet, but पास जाओ तो कुछ भी नहीं होता. So this is another form of refraction. The mirages form because of that. Now, how do we connect it to us or to spirituality? How do we connect this refraction part of this? Everything is through our mind. Mind is the one operator that produces many visuals. So जो हम universal wisdom कहते हैं, जो collective insight कहते हैं, that refracts through the human mind and it creates a different network. कुछ नई चीज बन के आ जाती है when these things come into us, and that's a very compelling framework. जो ideas हमारे through आते हैं, they become very, you could say, a very definitive manner में आते हैं वो, जो भी thinking, understanding आती है. And this can help us to understand our individual and collective roles in society in this world. And to understand that, that is also connected to the moral and spiritual surroundings that we are in. So जो भी thoughts आ रहे, it is affected by our surroundings. So just as light changes speed and direction when transitioning from one medium to another, the universe's guidance, the wisdom, you can also call it the divine light, it undergoes a unique transformation when it passes through each of us. And that's how we become the medium for refraction of spirituality, when we allow this divine light to pass through us. Now, this term divine light, इसकी बहुत सारी interpretations हैं, which are influenced by cultural, religious, philosophical backgrounds. And they may not match also. Because what I believe in, जरूरी नहीं कि आप भी उसको मान लो, or you accept it. So there are many cultural ideologies which differ. So everyone does not accept, ideas match नहीं होते. But there are some things which everyone agrees on. कि what is divine light? So एक तो they all agree that it is of transcendent origin. Okay, it is something emanating from a higher power, from the ultimate source, God, universe, कुछ भी कह सकते हैं. That is one thing which divine light is. Then all agree that it is a guiding wisdom. It is it gives us guidance for moral, ethical, spiritual aspects, जो भी life के हैं. So it's a kind of wisdom and understanding coming from the universe, and to help us make choices that are aligned with our greater good. That is the divine light. Then it also has an illuminative function. So it can remove all darkness, illuminate the darkness of ignorance, hatred, or any other kind, such negative emotions. Then divine light also has a universality. Everyone accepts it. There are no religious boundaries which divide it. Then it can also be perceived as the ultimate truth, that there is nothing beyond it. White light, divine light, hai to hai. And it's a fundamental reality which can enlighten our consciousness, human consciousness. Now, the second part of it, the collective wisdom, that the other aspect which can be refracted through humans, it is connected to the human understanding. कि human understanding kitni hai, our innate understanding, and this depends on our life path, our environment. But this has a drawback, because it's इसमें जो वो transcendental nuances है ना, वो नहीं add होते. It is हमारे divine light आ रही है, but then we add our own, उसको जो ना अपनी explanation दे देते हैं. But जो भी है, whether we look at divine light as a guiding force or as a pinnacle of human understanding, the concept, it can help us understand ourselves and the world better. So how does it help to understand ourselves, this divine light, this refraction, which refracts through us? So सबसे पहले तो it highlights individual uniqueness, that each person has unique qualities, and we all refract that divine light differently. Just like different materials के different speeds होता है, effect होता है light का, वैसे ही in each individual में से अलग light का refraction होता है. Then it also symbolizes the moral and ethical dilemmas that we face. So the moral complexity comes in because there is a difficulty in understanding and interpreting this higher wisdom. So because it's get complicated by our societal norms, our personal biases. So everyone gives his own interpretation. And that's why we have so many interpretations about the same thing in society, in the world. Then it also brings out the quality of collective responsibility. So when universal wisdom refracts through individuals, it gives, you could say, a spectrum of different myriad colors, which, like, all of us are sending out different thoughts, different colors. then it becomes the responsibility of society to amalgamate all aspects so that some uniformity comes out of it. So एक collective responsibility आ जाती है कि सबको इकट्ठा करके हमने चलना है, अलग अलग रास्ते में नहीं छोड़ देना है. And that also brings the thought of diversity and unity. कि सब, we are all, the divine light is refracting through all individuals, but we are divinely united. We are connected to each other, and in the end, it all comes together. Then this divine light, it also illuminates the dark corners of our mind, जो भी हमारे darkness होती है हमारे, in the form of challenges, misunderstandings, prejudices. So each of us has these, and when we refract the light through us, all of these get highlighted, illuminated. Because each person has a role in this world. Each has a role in manifesting that divine wisdom. सबका ये कोई छूट नहीं सकता, हर एक का ये है ही है. So this brings in the sense of responsibility also, that I am responsible in some way for what is happening in society. So we have to understand that the divine light is just not passing through us, but is actively being shaped by our choices, our ethics, our refractive index, which is made up of our life experience and beliefs. So now we as refractors of this divine light, what is our role in it? हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? What can we do? So we have the capacity to focus this divine light so that it illuminates the darkness. किसी भी area में, कोई social injustice में, ignorance में, or all the challenges that humanity faces. And then we also have the power to channelize this spiritual wisdom and transmute it through our efforts. And then only we can bring changes into the world. So to put it more directly, we are not passive mediums, we are active agents. And we have the ability to bring clarity and focus through divine wisdom into this world, so that society ka benefit ho, society ko benefit ho, so create something better out of it. And the very act is a very sacred act of just channelizing the light through us, because it can show us new paths of understanding and action, kaise aage badhna chahiye. And this, it helps us how to understand it, how to move along also. It guides us on that. Or refractive thinking, when we are thinking as refractors of this divine light, we can reach a decision through several alternative solutions. Sabko, through reflection, through critical thinking, we need to come to a proper decision. And many times it is essential to have the perspective, different angles, ताकि कुछ workable solution निकल आए उसमें से. Now, there is, of course, a difference between reflection and refraction. So reflection is just something you can see as it is, the same image. But refraction, the image is changed as the wave passes through a medium. उसके में change आ जाती है. So in the same manner, refractive thinking, refraction thinking जो होता है, it is thinking about one thing through the lens of another to gain a new angle about it. So refractive thinking जो है, it helps to broaden your perspective. So you're not thinking linearly, you have a wide range which you can cover. And it deepens our understanding as well. So जो refraction में से action जो आता है ना, it is about getting things done. But refraction is you're thinking and then getting things done. So both are essential. So we can say that refraction is thinking around the action. ये कैसे करना है, उसके सारे angles देखना है. So when we spend time in this refractive mode, refraction mode जो है, we hold up different lens. Like when there's a scene being shot in a movie or anything, so there's just not one camera at work. There are many cameras. So we get the scene from all different aspects. And that's all part of the process. That's how we have to look at life also, get an overview of everything. Now there's another angle to refraction also, that we are God's beings, and we channelize his love, you could say, through us. So I have the capability to either to break and distort God's love also, if I'm not careful. I can give a totally wrong impression also. Because our heart is a transparent medium. And as love passes through the ether and then through our heart, changes can be expected. How we acknowledge and accept that love, that matters a lot. So that is how we can distort it also. जो pencil हमने देखी थी, it doesn't appear to be connected. And that is what happens when we do not like properly understand the concept of God's love. But refraction ठीक है, दिखता है कि अलग अलग हो जाते हैं. But it is not division as such, because at the end we are all connected together. So my being here, I'm not limited to being just Meenu in one lifetime or maybe Miriam in another lifetime. I am light. I am light having a Meenu experience, and I was having a Miriam experience earlier on. So both are true, both are important. And once we have those experiences, the Meenu experience, the Miriam experience, it is this refractional aspect that we saw in the beginning that can converge us back to that one divine. So through all the lifetimes, we are in different forms, but in the end, we all have to converge. And that is the journey of the soul also. So separate and then come back to one point. So see, refraction can provide a very powerful and meaningful, you could say, a lens through which we can enhance our individual and collective spiritual journeys. So that is all in my presentation so far. I'll just stop share.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Meenu ji,
much.
for this a different angle altogether on light. And really, we need to understand this deeply as you really presented accordingly. So thank you so much. We'll have question and answer based on that a little later after both the sessions are over, and then we'll have a proper question and answer session. All right. So thanks once again. And now I would invite our next speaker. And next speakers के लिए जो मैं बोलना चाहूँगा, उनको आप एक बार हमारे उसमें आप देख चुके हैं in the beginning. तो उनको मैं बुलाने से पहले उनके बारे में कुछ कहना चाहूँगा. All right. So our next speaker is Sheetal Khurana ji. And Sheetal Khurana ji is a light worker, energy healer, and cartomancy expert. So you are most welcome here again, Sheetal ji, and I would like that you take it forward and enlighten us with your talk or presentation. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sandeep ji. Thank you. And Meenudi, that was awesome. That refractive index of refraction. That was so good.
Yes.
Okay. So, am I permitted to share my screen?
Yeah, I'm just allowing.
Yeah, please do it. And in our series of this divine light, today I'll be talking about how do we ignite that light? How do we bring in that light with a proper focus to our problem areas? So I would like to share my screen, please.
Yeah.
I'm not permitted.
You are permitted. So please.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay. So I hope it's visible. Right.
Yes.
Yes, it is visible. Yes.
Oh. Okay. So I'm starting with this little bundle of my thoughts. My favorite line is, no light walks unescorted by ducks. So it's like कि अंधेरा है तो रोशनी की प्रेजेंस या वो एब्सेंस महसूस कराता है, तभी अंधेरा है. Actually, dark does not exist on its own. Dark is all the absence of light. So dark है क्या? We face this in our everyday life. जो हमारे challenges, जो normal rose ki problems. We want to come out of that. We want a solution to that. So today we'll be talking about how do candles bring us those solutions to those dark areas. Jahan pe hame we want improvement, or we want to clear our blockages, or get that clarity. They can help us in so many ways. So what is actually light? Light is, it's all around us. It's the sun, the stars, the moon, the whole universe is light, right? Plus each and every breath we take, that is all light. It's all magic. So we are light and we are magic. My screen is kind of okay. So today we are let's connect with this manifesting, with how do we manifest our desires with the help of this element of universal magical light. Now we'll do this with candle magic. What is candle magic? Candle magic happens when those special candles we use them to manifest what we wish by setting our intentions, by lighting the candle and then letting the candle burn completely. Candle magic is actually a kind of alchemy where all elements of nature are represented. Fire is represented by the fire of the flame the candle has. Air is required to feed this flame, and also the smoke that our candles emit, that is also a form of air. Water, we take it as the melted wax or the flow of the flame, the way it goes. Earth is the solid wax type, or whatever are the remnants that are left after this ritual has been completed. Spirit denotes the spirit is actually the connection of the candle with the supreme universal power. It denotes like how does this spirit wants to communicate with us. That is what how we get those signs from our candles, and we read those signs. That is, it's a kind of communication bridge between us and the spirit. And in addition, we can use colors, we use herbs, we use oils, crystals, and other also special dressings, candle dressings we call them, that serve one's desired result or intention, whatever we want to manifest. What is the history of candle healing? Candles have been present since time antiquity. The usage can be traced back to 4th century BC. Archaeologists have found the remains of what could be the candle holders of that time. So these were the kind of remains that were dug out of those all excavation sites that give us a sign that yes, candle healing existed then also. It's part of our human civilization for many, many thousands of years. It's widely popular in West, and now it is in East too. And that simple ritual or practice of blowing out that birthday candle on our birthday cake is the simplest form of a candle healing therapy, or a ritual we can call it. And we all have done it, and we all do it regularly without even realizing what does it represent. The connection of the 5 elements with our candles. First, let's talk about air. Air is, it shows the movement, it shows the communication, it shows how your flame is going, how your whole process is going. It shows the movement. Next element is fire. Fire is the power of creating things in the areas where we lack. So, and also this fire, this brings quick changes with the speed of light. Now, if like we put a finger into a flame, right, just directly, it is not that it's going to take like 2 hours or 2 days, like to show the signs that yes, your skin is burnt or touched. The result would be like instant. So this is how this candle magic gives us instant results with this energy of fire. Earth is the power to hold space and the power of creation, the fertility. It's like giving birth to manifestation. Spirit It reflects our inner light and the light around us. In simplest terms, it's like the energy inside us and the energy around us in our environments, in the workplaces, or even in our living spaces. Water is connected to the process, the flow of the whole ritual. How is your candle progressing? How is your spell progressing? I'm sorry for I really have a bad throat today. Okay, now uh, these are the basic elements that we work with in a candle healing therapy. The first basic thing is the wax. Wax. In wax, the beeswax is the most natural, is the most traditional form of wax. Thus, this beeswax is associated with the Greek goddess Aphrodite, and this goddess is connected to Venus. So this wax part as whole is considered as a feminine element. So these days, beeswax is a kind of traditional wax. These days, we have the other types also like soya, paraffin, palm wax, and so many others. The other element that works here is fire. Fire represents masculine energy. So it speeds up the process and it gives instant results. Masculine energy, because it is said that fire, it comes from the Mars. So Mars represents that masculine energy, right? So this combination of wax and fire, when they are put together, the wax and the fire, it creates perfect balance. So when this perfect balance is created, your manifestations, we reach our manifestations really quickly. We kind of bring life to our manifestations because it balances the wax and the fire part. It balances the yin yang energies in a spell. So that is how a spell works. Now we have to select the right candle for whatever we want to work upon. Sorry. The right candle, the candles these days available are tea candles. Then there are pillar candles like this. Then the votives. Then we have tapered candles. These we basically use for the healing rituals in Reiki. And then this is a special kind of candle. It is a skull one. Then this is also a special one. This is an angel candle. So there are different special candles also, which are targeted, which are designed to target that desired result. Like we have a dollar candle also. We have the key candle also. We have different figurines also. So they are all tailored to get that desired result. So it is very important which candle we choose for what result we want. Then also these are 7 chakra candles. Each candle is connected to each chakra. So it's like balancing or energizing whatever we want to do with our chakras, whatever we want to, however we want to balance our energies. These candles help in that thing also. So there are different kind of candles and we have to choose the right one for whatever we want to do. These are some basic candle colors. The color of the candle is also very, very, very important. The two basic ones are the white and the black ones. White candle is the most basic healing color. It substitutes non-availability of any colored candle. The colors of the candles are like connected to whatever desire we want to manifest. Like there are so many colors. I have just taken the basic green and blue candles here, but there are so many colors. Like red is there, pink is there, yellow, violet, golden. So they are all, each color symbolizes a particular desire that you want to work upon. So even if there's non-availability of any colored candle, this white candle substitutes that. And it's also used for peace and for purity and for healing. Now we come to black candles. These black candles are basically used for breaking hexes, and they are so magnificently wonderful at breaking hexes. They also clear the blockages. Then they can form a kind of protective shield around us. They release all the negativity that is stuck up at your places, at wherever we are working or in our environment. They release all those negative blockages, all that is hindering the further progress. Then this is an example. It's a green candle. This green candle brings prosperity, luck. It brings good fortune. It is good for emotional balancing, and it is very popular in the healing world with its healing properties, general healing properties, like basically health. Then this is the blue candle. Blue candle is we use this candle to bring in justice. Like sometimes when we feel we are worthy of something, but we are not granted that thing by the universe, so we go for this blue candle to get to have that justice for us. It brings the divine guidance also. It improves sleep quality. If we have disturbed sleeping patterns, this really helps in that. And it also helps in creativity. These two are just an examples. There are a variety of different colors of the candles for different purposes. Now, how do we read the energies of these candles? We read the energies at 3 levels. These are flames, then the wax, and then the wick. Flame, like it's if for example it's a very high and steady flame, then it shows that positive energy is around you. If it's a low flame, it shows the slow progress. Slow progress could be of your health, of your abundance issues, your growth issues, spirituality. It could be anything what we've had put intention to. So the slow flame is kind of denoting the slow progress. Then sometimes a candle, it just doesn't light up. Like you are wasting all the matchsticks and then the energy of the gas lighter, but it is just not lighting up. So this shows that the energy we are working upon, it doesn't want to come to the forefront. It wants to remain hidden. So that is why your candle is not lighting up. Then the flame could be dancing. Flame could be crackling. A crackling flame has messages from universe. We really like kind of need to interpret them. Then the flame could be flickering. And sometimes the flame, it is not going out. Like when the candle was not burning in the starting, it cannot finish up in the end, because sometimes it happens like a candle has a normal burning time of a 10-12 hours, which you have put to work. It has a normal time of 10 to 12 burning hours, but it goes on burning for 24, 30, 32 hours. That is very common in this candle magic thing. So the flame can also not go out. It just keeps on burning. That these all symbolize different kinds of energies present. Then wax reading is just like looking at the clouds. The reader, the candle reader, he channels the energy as per his intuition. So it's all about trusting the flow of things and trusting the energies that the healer and the candles are bringing in. The wax also shows how has your spell worked, or even if your spell has not at all worked. Wax can burn partial, it can burn full, it can flow out like a cascade. All these different modes have different meanings in the wax readings. And now we come to wax. Wick. Wick is, it shows the kind of energy present around you. So sometimes a wick can go out before all the wax of the candle is used up. Also, it can take different shapes, and also it can take different kind of brightness modes. These all symbolize different aspects of whatever we are working upon. And amazingly, a wick in a candle can multiply on its own in this healing process. I have seen, normally a candle has one wick. I have seen the wicks multiplying into 2, 3, and sometimes 6 also. So it's really magical. Where do all those wicks come from? But yes, going through the process, the candle can show multiple wicks. And a wick shows different modes of brightness also. Plus, there are additional signs that a reader has to go through before giving his, like all the thesis on whatever he has done with this candle healing for a specific person at a specific time. Now, how do we read energies? These are all the pictures of the real candle healings, the rituals, the spells that I have done. They are not copy pasted from anywhere. This is this candle I did it for self-love. So see this beautiful pattern this wax is taking form of. It was wonderful. Then this black candle was done to break those hexes. A family was facing like kind of series of curses. So this ritual I did it to break those hexes. I'm zooming this picture. Can you see this? Is it visible?
Yes.
This is the energy that was present at their place that showed up with this candle. It's kind of a scary face, what I interpreted it as a scary face with those watching eyes and a mask on the face. So it doesn't want to show its presence. But yes, the candle caught its presence and it was very much there. And it really helped those people to come out of those hexes, those curses. This was done for protection. See the protective form, the wall that has built up with this candle. This was again to clear off a negativity from the living space. These amazing forms, these candles and the wax stake is something really to really to be interpreted. They give beautiful and very apt signs. See, we can see this. This is the kind of a mouth ridiculing a person, like do whatever you can, but I am at work. So this candle helped to break that pattern, that negativity. This was done to ward off evil eye. Here this wick has developed the eyes, like you are being watched over. Nobody has put this 2 dots here or on the wick on the candle, but it just appeared on its own. This was a flame getting really violent, showing the energies present at that space at that time. This is again an example of violent flame. This is the remnant of a spell I did. This shape it took was, really awesome, and the sign it gave. Then this was for the growth, and the candle has developed into, it shows like kind of a blossoming flower, and that was surely a promise of the growth coming into this person's life. So this is how these spells work and these candles work. These are some more images. This was the wax remnant again, and then this showed how this outer influence was kind of administering the mind of this person. So this person was not able to see clearly, talk clearly, communicate clearly, and that was all because he was influenced by an outer energy or some outer force and negative. This was candle healing done for a relationship issue. This also turned out very well. This is another wax remain. This candle had this crack developed in this candle, and it was taking out all that was blocking this person. So, and the result was also very good. The person felt really light after this thing, and the blocks that he was carrying were getting cleared gradually. Then I want to show this. Just watch this flame. This was a nice, happy, dancing flame. And the other, it had a dual effect. The wick is just this much, but the space the flame acquired was this wide. And then it was dancing, showing the happy mood. And on from the other side, this flow developed, and these all negativities were dripping out. So the blockages getting cleared, obviously making the person into a more happier and joyous state. This reading was also very beautiful. It turned out beautifully. These are just two lines. I've been always enchanted by this little flame of candle. So this says, when life gets dark, light pervades the crackle glow. When life gets dark, light pervades the crackle glow, lining crevices with molten gold, for that is how the mosaics flow. Thank you. That was all I had to say today. Thank you for all your time and attention.
वंडरफुल सेशन, बहुत बढ़िया, कुछ नई चीज सीखने को मिली, देखने को मिली, एंड इट वाज रियली वंडरफुल प्रेजेंटेशन शीतल जी. All candle and very nice and very nicely and simply explained. So thank you so much for all your efforts in spite of you having a bad throat. But your bad throat अभी खत्म हो जाएगा आपका थोड़े टाइम में. अभी immediately इस सेशन के बाद देखिएगा.
Thank you for the blessings.
You can stop share now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Yes.
All right.
I was so involved in that the flame, the magic that candle held, that I forgot to stop sharing. Thank you.
Not an issue. Not an issue. Wonderful session. So now over to Mamta ji. I would keep the floor open now. And now question and answer are also welcome. Over to you, Mamta ji, for taking it further.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's start with Meenu ji. So your topic was so profound. Maza aa gaya. The way you touched upon that entire thing, and you went about it in such a flow कि वो इतनी गहरी गहरी बात आप बोलते जा रहे थे. You went around with that कि by the time we understood कि अच्छा इसका मतलब ये होएगा, that's how it came, and you would move on to the still next thing. And refraction, the way you have explained in your, simplified it and explained it. I'm looking at refraction की, okay, तो अगर हम refraction को spirituality में ढूंढते हैं, तो क्या ये कहना सही होगा कि say if you are saying there's a downpour of the divine light which we perceive as a individual would perceive, है ना, उसके बाद वो बंदा उसको कैसे इंटरप्रेट करता है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल उसकी अपनी एनर्जी बॉडी में जो एम्बॉडीमेंट हम लेके आए हैं, तो क्या ये कहना ठीक होगा कि जैसे जैसे वो बंदा सोचता है कि हाँ हमें ऐसा लाइफ जीना चाहिए अकॉर्डिंग टू, एंड आई एम ऑल्सो लुकिंग एट व्हेन यू सेड कि इट स्प्लिट्स इनटू ऑल दोस डिफरेंट कलर्स, from that white light. So we take it, जैसे हम चक्रा की लैंग्वेज में बोलते हैं तो हम कहते हैं कि okay, that divine light comes into us, और फिर वो हमारे चक्रास में हो जाती है, और जहां जहां हमारे चक्रास में कहीं ना कहीं कोई इम्बैलेंस होगा या कहीं पे थोड़ा ज्यादा है, एनर्जी ज्यादा है, कहीं डिप्लीटेड है, तो उस हिसाब से हम हमारे चक्रास भी वैसे ही उतना ही रिसीव कर पाते। अब डाउनपोर तो बहुत है, हम कैसे कैसे रिसीव करते हैं, एक इंडिविजुअल उसको किसी और तरीके से रिसीव करता होगा। तो माय क्वेश्चन इज कि हाउ वुड यू sort of build a bridge between the two ki okay, we are talking of refraction in this manner, so how can we now bridge it कि अगर हम divine light को अपने अंदर लेते हैं, so what steps can we take in order to have the maximum optimum utilization of that divine light that is coming to us?
So mostly how we progress forward is through meditation. And to reach that space that you think of sitting down for meditation, you are crossing a lot of bridges. ठीक है ना, हर एक is not open to that aspect of meditating or connecting to the spiritual light or divine light. सब में ही नहीं होता. So it is just your way, your soul's journey. आप किस point पे हो, तो then you are able to use the maximum of that light that is coming through, or you are able to utilize it in the right way. So it is just flow along. That's what I say. However you are accepting, connecting to that divine, वो टाइम ही बताएगा आपको कि आप कितना रिफ्रैक्ट कर पा रहे हो। पर पहले तो खुद को ही ऑब्जर्व करना है उसको, लाइट तो धीरे धीरे वो ना जैसे एक टुक 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 लगी रहती है, आ तो रहा है, हम कितना उसको एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं, दैट विल डिपेंड ऑन आवर सर्कमस्टांसेस, द सिचुएशंस वी आर ऑन। तो जैसे अब
कितनी हमने अपनी रिसीविंग खोल रखी है।
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल।
कई बारी हम अपनी रिसीविंग ही बंद कर देते हैं।
बिल्कुल।
So or also what while you're explaining, what just came to me is कि अगर हम refraction को spiritual meaning में लें, तो ये भी सही होगा कहना कि हम अपनी लाइफ को कैसे जी रहे हैं। जैसे मान लीजिए मैंने जो भी डिवाइन लाइट या जो नॉलेज है, या जो इफ वी से कि वी आर ऑल वन, वो वननेस से जीने की हम में है, तो हम उस क्या हम अपने एक्शंस में, क्या हम उस अपनी लाइफ को वैसे जी रहे हैं कि जैसे हमारे रिलीजन में हम कहते हैं कि ओ एक मर्यादा की लाइफ जिए, या एक क्रिश्चियनिटी के पाथ पे चले, या अपना प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद के पाथ पे चले, तो क्या हम उन एक्शंस के साथ भी इस रिफ्रैक्शन को टोन अप कर सकते हैं? क्योंकि जरूरी नहीं है कि हर कोई चक्रास के बारे में जानता हो। ऑफ कोर्स आजकल हम इतना ज्ञान सुन रहे हैं अपने आसपास कि चक्रास के बारे, एनर्जी सेंटर्स हैं हमारे, लेकिन आई थिंक कहीं ना कहीं इसको कैसे कहेंगे, अब जो लोग बिल्कुल इसके बारे में नहीं जानते हैं, तो वो इसको कैसे इंटरप्रेट करेंगे?
Look, we are all mediums, ठीक है, और हम जिससे भी कनेक्टेड है, that is the ultimate truth for us. So the Christians feel that is the ultimate truth. All of us feel that is. तो हम उसको अपने तरीके से रिफ्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं. So that is perfect. Whatever you are, wherever you are, there is no criteria as such कि आपको इसी तरह से रिफ्रैक्ट करना है. तो you're just allowing the light to pass through you. तो prism is not choosy about which light to pass through. तो हमारे पास लाइट आ रही है तो हम उसके सारे जो है आगे बढ़ाते जा रहे हैं. Same, we are also there. When we get to that part where we are choosy, तब हम बहुत knowledgeable हो जाएंगे, बहुत enlightened हो जाएंगे कि हमने यही लाइट पास करनी है. At the moment तो जो आ रहा है हम आगे वही पास ऑन करते जाते हैं. तो it's okay. It's all part of the
चूजी ना भी हो तो अच्छा है, चूजी ना ही हो तो अच्छा है कि जो आ रहा है उसे लो, जितना ले सकते हो ले। मतलब प्रिज्म जब चूज नहीं करता तो हम कौन है बीच में चूज करने वाले?
Exactly. So we just like we have to be open to allow that light to flow. Block नहीं करने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए. Blockage happens with our rigidity, with our rigid attitudes. तो वो उसको avoid करना है. तो then the light will flow freely.
Yes, in simple terms, try to be more flexible, try to be more adaptable, try to be open to more new ideas.
Open to it all, absolutely.
Yeah, so wonderful. I mean, I found, I was writing all the time while you were saying it. I said, wow, she's, I'm just absorbing like a sponge, whatever that you were saying. And I said, okay, let me just write it, I'll forget it. The way she's put it across, you just made it look so simple. एक आपने बड़ी प्रोफाउंड चीज को इतना सिंप्लीफाई करके सबके लिए कर दिया, आई थिंक. एंड मेरे ये क्वेश्चंस थे, आई एम श्योर बाकियों के भी जो क्वेश्चंस होंगे, तो द फ्लोर इज ओपन. यू कैन ईदर टाइप अ क्वेश्चन हियर इन द चैट बॉक्स, और probably you can just get yourself a permission from Shivana to allow you to speak and ask questions. There are so many participants, 14. We are all okay between the 4-5 of us, and Shivana, of course, 6. There's still 8 more people who are there. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask Meenuji some questions, because Meenuji is such a well-read and an author to teach 3 books. 3 books, yeah. So, and it's wonderful to know this from you, to how to simplify the whole concept. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you. And candle magic, at least मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम ही देखा, शीतल जी, मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम ही सुन रही हूँ, और इतना इंट्रीगिंग और बड़ा मैजिकल सा लगा. आपने बोला ना कैंडल मैजिक, तो एक्चुअली मैजिकल लगा, बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग था. हम सब स्माइल कर रहे थे कि अच्छा ऐसा भी होता है, एक फ्लेम कितना कुछ बता देती है, वैक्स का कलर कितना कुछ बता देता है. तो मतलब अगर मैं सिंपल भाषा में आपसे 2-4 सवाल पूछना चाहूंगी कि ओके, आपकी स्लीप की क्वालिटी अच्छी नहीं है तो क्या ब्लू कैंडल जला लें?
हाँ बिल्कुल, बट इंटेंशन डाल के you
हाँ,
have to
intention,
put,
of course,
you have
intention.
to talk to that candle that
Hmm.
please improve my sleep quality, and then you
Okay.
have to be grateful to it कि yes, thank you that you have done my work and I am able to really sleep well, and thank you for all that. So
Oh,
it's a whole
wonderful.
process.
Wonderful.
You can add spells also if you wish.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you carve out those spells, or you just write it on a piece of paper?
See, to me, I am like, I don't believe in copy pasting things. So whatever comes to my mind at that moment, I go with that. So it's like whatever you wish to convey your message, however you wish to convey your message, universe is always listening and it does. And the thing happens. Just have to be grateful for it. Bas. Matlab, there are spells. There are all written spells. You'll find them all over the internet. But my idea is do whatever comes to your mind.
और जैसे आपने बोला कि black candle है, that is used for protection. Black candle is also used to clear the hexes or clear blockages, so anyone, so you just have an intention. I think intention is everything. The moment you hold a candle in your hand and probably say your intention with all your heart and feelings and everything, I think you connect quickly. तो जिसको कि डर लगता है रात को, या जिसको किसी भी चीज की लगता है कि हाँ मेरे को कुछ तो नजर लग गया है, तो ब्लैक कैंडल चलेगा?
A whole course of actually black candles. It's not just one candle. It's a series of candles that you have to do. And I have done so many and the results are beautiful, amazing.
तो आप एक तो छोटे छोटे टिप्स बताइए ना यहाँ पे, कि मान लीजिए कोई बंदा है जो कि कह रहा है कि भैया मैं बाहर से आता हूँ तो कई बार शोल्डर्स में दर्द होता है, कभी सर दर्द हो जाता है, और वो बहुत परसीव कर रहा है एनर्जी लोगों की, है ना, चाहे वो एनर्जी वर्कर है या नहीं है. तो उनके लिए आप क्या एक टिप देना चाहेंगे कि ओके ये कर लो तो यू आर सॉर्टेड?
Okay, so that brings me to the process of it.
नहीं, आप कुछ भी छोटा सी टिप्स या एक चीज बता दीजिए कि जो कि सिंपल सा हो, कोई कर ले.
क्योंकि we have specific days for specific colors.
Okay.
किस कैंडल को किस दिन लाइट करना है. So if you are feeling that kind of heaviness या कुछ भी, या मुझको नजर लग गई है, a simple small tip, go for 3 Saturdays, 3 black candles, and just lit them and leave them do their job.
Wow.
So it is a series of 3 Saturdays that you cannot miss one out of them. It works in a flow.
और जैसे मीनू जी किताब लिखती हैं, है ना, तो क्रिएटिविटी तो ऐसा इनके क्रिएटिव जूसेस फ्लो करते रहते हैं. सो आई टेक इट कि इनका सेक्रल चक्र तो बहुत बहुत अच्छा हील्ड और बहुत वेल बैलेंस्ड होगा. क्रिएटिविटी लाइज इन आवर सेक्रल चक्र, है ना, चाहे वो प्रोक्रिएशन है या चाहे वो
मीनू देखा पीछे, look at the color, it's also orange.
Yes, that's also
glowing orange.
Yes, absolutely. That's yeah. So how true is that? So अगर मीनू जी अब कहे कि मुझे ना अभी नेक्स्ट एक 4th बुक और लिखनी है, तो भाई कौन सी ऐसी कैंडल या कुछ बताओ कि मेरी 4th बुक भी फटाफट लिख के और मैं लॉन्च कर दूं. तो मीनू जी के लिए आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
ये ना मीनू जी बताती है, ये मीनू जी ने बोला कि कैंडल का कर दो, तो आई वाज लाइक ओके, आई प्रिपेयर समथिंग एंड देन प्रेजेंट. सो दिस कम्स फ्रॉम हर. आई एम लाइक not supposed to tell her what to do. She's supposed to tell me what to do.
नहीं, आप
Actually,
एनर्जी वर्क करो ना. तो मेरे को तो पता नहीं, मैंने आई वाज जस्ट लुकिंग एट हर एंड आई जस्ट कुड परसीव दैट. तो मैंने कहा कि कुछ तो चल रहा है इनके जहन में, या तो नेक्स्ट बुक है पाइपलाइन में या कुछ है. एंड ऑल ऑफ अस प्रॉब्ली जो अभी इस वक्त शो पे है भी, लाइव पे भी, उनमें से भी कुछ बहुत ऐसे होंगे जो कि किताब या पोएट्री लिखना चाहते होंगे. तो क्या आप उनके लिए कुछ कहेंगे कि उनके क्रिएटिव जूसेस और जल्दी जल्दी फ्लो करें, है ना डॉक्टर नूपुर?
अगर अगर हम अपनी स्ट्रीम की बात करें, लाइक वी आर ऑल लाइट वर्कर्स हियर, आई थिंक, राइट, और मे बी मेजॉरिटी ऑफ अस, तो हम एक ब्लू कैंडल जला लेते हैं सो दैट वी हैव द डिवाइन गाइडेंस व्हाट टू डू नेक्स्ट, व्हाट शुड बी आवर नेक्स्ट स्टेप. और अब यहाँ तक तो आ गए, अब आगे कहाँ जाना है. सो लेट्स डू दिस विद द ब्लू
Absolutely.
कैंडल टू फाइंड आवर
Okay.
वे फर्दर.
Wonderful, wonderful. So nice to hear that, because ये बड़े से common से questions होते हैं, खासकर, I mean, I was intrigued when you were talking of the wax, the flame, the size of the flame, the wick going into two, and when you showed the pictures, that was like really interesting and very mesmerizing as well. और देख रहे थे, है ऐसा हो रहा है, मैं तो literally ऐसे करके देख रही
Scary
थी.
also at times, no? With that
Scary
figure
also.
coming up in that candle, it is scary. For some people, it is.
For some people, yes. हाँ.
Yes,
जैसे अब skull candles के बारे में आपने बात की, so not everyone would be so comfortable
right.
looking at it. Whereas a ritual is a ritual. You're doing it. Like अब हम लोग भी तो सारे के सारे Indians हों या world wide, हम लोग कितने, हम सब shamans ही तो हैं. शैमनिज्म को हम कितना अभी हो हल्ला मचा देते हैं, तो हम शैमन्स ही तो हैं. हम सारे फोर्सेस ऑफ नेचर को ही तो वर्शिप कर रहे हैं. हम सन गॉड बोलते हैं, वाटर गॉड बोलते हैं, वरुण देवता बोलते हैं, सूर्य देवता बोलते हैं, धरती माता बोलते हैं. सिमिलरली ग्रीक्स है
Right.
जो उन लोग की माइथोलॉजी में भी है ना. तो हम शैमन्स हैं और हम सब रिचुअल्स करते हैं.
रूट्स तो वही है ना, तभी तो हम कनेक्टेड हैं किसी ना किसी तरह से.
Gee, it is such a wonderful learning from you, and I'm sure anyone who is attending the session or anyone who is attending the live also that Shavana has put on air, so I'm sure they're benefiting a lot, learning a lot about candles and candle magic. That's any questions? If there are any, Shavana, would you have them? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Nupurji will ask some questions. Yes, Nupurji,
Yes.
over to you.
Thank you so much, Mamta ji, for giving me opportunity to ask questions. And first of all, I would like to appreciate Meenu ji and Sheetal ji. The card that came, the light coming from above, you described it, and ignition, that was from Sheetal ji. Oh my God, it was amazing.
So apt. The cards are, they know what to reveal.
Daily, they're
Yes.
very apt.
So I would really, yes, light is working and divine light is within us and around us. So, Sheetal ji, aapse pe kuch पूछना चाहूंगी, because I am also practicing candle magic.
Okay.
You have not mentioned about the smoke, the kind of
Yes.
smoke it emits. What
Yes.
does it give us the message?
See, sometimes the suit is real smooth. And if you go with those beeswax, it is, yes, smooth. But if you, these days, I didn't touch that thing because these days, there are different kinds of wax that people are into. It's all because of cost. It is cheaper, obviously. Beeswax is not, right? So, जो उसकी suit होती है, that gives indications. Like the smoke could be real heavy or dense, or it could be rising up, or it could be like splitting sideways. So that also has different signs.
Sometimes it is
also-
swirling also.
Hanji, that
Let's
also has
see, गोल
different
गोल
signs.
घूमता है.
Right,
So that is also there.
right.
Then
right.
another thing is when there is no wax left, what does it denotes?
That
It
is
will-
like your prayer has been accepted
Wow.
and you will be granted whatever you wish for.
Wow,
That
amazing.
is the perfect completion stage of a candle.
That is what we want. Perfect completion.
Yes.
तो अगले बार जो है ना, आज आप हमें बता दीजिएगा कि हम कौन सी कैंडल जलाएं जिससे हमारा ये फेस्टिवल परफेक्ट कंप्लीशन पे आए और कोई भी वैक्स ना रहे.
Okay. I will light up a candle for this. Don't worry. I'll
Oh
do that.
wow, amazing.
I'll do that.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Welcome. Most
Really,
welcome.
thank you so much.
One more question. So you also mentioned about the birthday candles, right? So that people don't wait to burn them completely. It's just like, you know, you use
Yes.
it and then. So do you have any suggestion for that as well?
See, the
Because
ritual
people
is
do ask for wishes as well.
the ritual is to blow out just one candle and put a wish on that candle. है ना? And the other, it is not like blowing out all the candles completely. You keep one.
Yes.
That one keeps on working on your whatever you have wished upon before cutting the cake. That is the ritual behind this candle on the cake. So because maybe आजकल हम लोग जल्दी में होते हैं ना, we don't give that time to the candle to burn completely, so we blow it all off, and we should leave one, at least one.
हम एक वन रखते हैं.
हाँ,
एक
good.
वन सारी रात चाहे जले, चाहे कितने भी टाइम तक जले, पर वो एक रहता है बर्थडे कैंडल में.
मुझे तो blow out करना ही नहीं अच्छा लगता, मुझे तो लगता है सारी जलती रहे. It's looking so good.
Wow.
I don't like to blow out the candles.
That is the birthday magic. Mamta ji wanted to add something.
या आई जस्ट वांट टू नो कि जैसे आप कह रहे हो, अब तो उम्र ऐसी हो गई है ना कि अब बर्थडे केक के ऊपर कैंडल लगाएंगे तो थोड़ी देर में केक की क्रीम वगैरह सब पिघल के चली जाएगी.
इसमें उम्र की क्या गलती है भाई?
तो नहीं, तो अब हम ये कहते हैं कि भैया एक कैंडल का मतलब है 10 साल. थोड़ी लगेगी,
सॉरी,
कम लगेंगी, है ना? पहले ही कर देते हैं. 1 कैंडल इज इक्वल टू 10 years, 1 कैंडल इज इक्वल टू 5 years, है कि नहीं? तो ये आजकल जो कंट्रोवर्सी चल रही है, आई लाइक टू नो मोर, कि अब लोग कह देते हैं कि अच्छा हम कैंडल्स बुझाते ही क्यों हैं, हम तो जोत जलाना चाहिए, हम कैंडल्स बुझाते क्यों हैं? सो विच इज समथिंग विच इज okay, it does not really trouble you, it doesn't trigger you, but then yes, there is this point of view, if you look at it, that people have. So what would you like to say about that?
Because this is our Indian tradition, right? We light, we don't blow off.
Yes.
Yes. And it is in the Western culture that you make a wish and then blow out your candle. So they think that your wish would be like accomplished. So it is their Western culture. In our Indian culture, that is why I said ना कि मुझे तो कैंडल बुझाना ही नहीं अच्छा लगता ना, जलती रहनी चाहिए.
हमारे तो केक भी नहीं होते थे, हमारे तो केक भी नहीं है, हमारे तो हलवे बनते थे.
Right.
हवन होता है और गुलवा बनता है.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
तो अब अगर आप वेस्ट को फॉलो कर रहे हो तो फिर ब्लाइंडली मत फॉलो करो. जो आप कैंडल लगाते हो और उसको ब्लो आउट करते हो तो उसको हाथ में उठा के उस पर कोई विश करो एंड देन पुट इट टू अ साइड. इज दैट व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग टू से?
To me, yes, that sounds good, because
Great.
not blowing it
What a
out,
nice
just
tip.
make a wish and let it burn and let that process go on, and you'll be done.
Yes.
What a nice tip. आज तो बहुत सारी चीजें सीखने मिली. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr.
I would like to share something.
अगर किसी और ने क्वेश्चन पूछना है तो let's
I want to share what candle magic brings around. Like there was a relative who was pretty ill, serious ICU में. So उसके ऊपर भी लग रहा था कुछ hex हुआ है. And so Sheetal only suggested that you burn the candles for him. And like he was admitted on Thursday and Saturday it had to be done. And I burned the candle. जली नहीं रही थी, बड़ी मुश्किल से जली, but पूरी जली, and it took I think almost 24 hours to get completely burnt out. I had to relight it once or twice, but उससे क्या हुआ कि he stabilized. So just one candle worked magically. That person stabilized in there. So it took another week for him to come out, but जो वो seriousness थी वो खत्म हो गई. So they work amazingly. They really do.
Like with 2 candles, that person was out of the
Out of the
ICU.
hospital, yeah.
But yes, that candle was not willing at all to light up in the start.
The first time
Because
it was not willing.
The hex was so strong that it didn't want that thing to work upon it. It is that way. So, but then we worked on it. I was like, नहीं दोबारा जलाओ, please दोबारा जलाओ. Minuti दोबारा से जलाओ. And yes, within 2
वही टेंशन
candles.
डाल डाल के हमने उसको फिर से जला दी, मतलब
Yeah.
वो जो होता है ना व्हाइट वाला, क्या होता है, उसको भी डाल दिया हमने बीच में, तो काफी
जी.
मुश्किल से कैंडल जली थी.
Yeah.
Wow.
But once
Amazing.
took the process, पूरी अच्छे से जली. Like then I see, वो मैं बोलती हूँ फिर कि मुझे pictures भेज दो process की कि how, so that I know what is happening. और वो पूरी कैंडल अच्छे से जली and the wax was not at all there. It finished off.
Wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. अब तो
Amazing results they have.
बहुत
Really,
अमेजिंग है.
really.
ये तो बिल्कुल मैजिक हो गया.
Yes. Only thing is intention should be pure. किसी की cost पे कुछ नहीं करना है. बस.
Absolutely.
And you'll be granted. Your wish will really be granted. It's just like that. Not harming anyone.
Yes.
Not
That's
at the
true.
cost of anyone. Yes.
Right. All right. So anybody else want to like to ask any question? We still have some time. So floor is still open. Participants, you can either unmute or no, you can write a message in the chat box. We still have a couple of minutes before I come to my reflection part. There's a lot to learn today from you guys. Vinay has raised a hand. Vinay, go ahead and ask a question.
Well, thank you. So, Sheetal, does this candle also have any connection between with connection of when romantic couples go out for a candlelight dinner?
I just had that picture of relationship healing that I did. Those 2 candles placed side by side, and then the whatever was going on in between those 2 people was sorted out.
Okay.
It happened.
So
It
I'm
really
just asking,
happened.
So when you say candlelight dinner,
So before going out for a candlelight dinner, first light the candle at your place.
okay.
Yeah.
And then light another candle.
Yes. Then light that romantic candle.
Okay. That's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. And in fact, there's so much of connection between the 2 talks that I've listened. There's so much of harmony. And the first and second. First was completely scientific, and second was more practical, which can really check out and how can these connections can happen. So this was really great. So thank you so much for these sessions here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vinay, for asking the question. Anybody else would like to ask any question? I think everybody is silent. All right.
Yeah.
So I come to my duty of doing this reflection part of it. All right. So जब मैं मीनू जी की talk सुन रहा था, so I was just so immersed into it कि जब मीनू जी आपने उसकी बात की, refraction की बात की, जब refraction index की बात की, तो I was really curious to know कि refraction index में अपने आप को कैसे ऊपर लेके आना चाहिए. राइट. सो मेरा रिफ्लेक्शन का आज यही क्वेश्चन है आप लोगों से. आई जस्ट वांट टू रिफ्लेक्ट ऑन इट विद यू सभी के साथ कि यू स्पोकन अबाउट चैलेंजेस द ह्यूमैनिटी फेस, राइट. सो व्हाई नॉट वी डू आवर बिट, राइट, इन टर्म्स ऑफ contributing something to our community we belong to, right? And the community, जिस भी community का आप part हो, right? So आप क्या कर सकते हो? Reflect on this. What क्या छोटी से छोटी चीज, बड़ी से बड़ी चीज, क्या आपके पास resources हैं जो आप contribute कर सकते हो? Financially, physically, whatever. So when you do one thing, that is also a lighting a lamp in others' life, isn't it? So reflect on it. Or I was also very intrigued by Sheetal's presentation, the candle magic jo bataya aapne. So I would like to also reflect on with you that why don't we, since we know that the energy is everything is energy. We always say that, isn't it? Yeah. So ये जो energies हैं, how do you feel it? जब आप कैसा लगता है? Just reflect on it कि किस वक्त किस तरह की एनर्जीज आपको फील होती है आपके घर में, ऑफिसेज में, एंड what is the new modalities, healing modalities you can adopt So let's reflect on it. Let's do some brainstorming, and let's share the experience tomorrow when we meet. So that's a reflection part of it for today. I think people are there to do it, and I'll share my video as well according to onto it. So as of now, I think we are good to end the session. Shabana ji, can we?
Yeah, sure.
Till we meet again tomorrow, and the tomorrow theme would be universal guidance. Don't forget about it.
Yes.
We will be all under the universal guidance. So let's do our best. Let's create that kind of a magic and energies together. Thank you so much, guys.